So let's find a comfy sitting position and sitting with your eyes closed. Just taking a moment to settle yourself onto the mat. And sitting with the spine nice and long. Feeling the strength of the back muscles holding you. As you allow the tummy to relax, your breath to flow naturally in and out through your nose. And doing a little scan of your physical body. Just becoming aware of any tension you might be holding. And checking in with your energetic body. Being aware of how you're starting your day energetically. And then observing the mind. How is it this morning? Busy? Is it distracted? Or is it calm and still? And observing your natural breath. Looking at the quality of that breath. And we make these observations without any judgment or narrative. So we're going to be starting today's class with some Kapalabhati pranayama. We're going to do 3 rounds of around 30 to 50 breaths. So we'll start sitting up nice and tall and taking a full deep breath in. And then fully exhaling. And then we inhale to halfway and begin. So really focusing on that exhalation as you pump the breath out through the nose, allowing the air to be drawn back in naturally and finding a pace that suits you. Good. And then slowing that breath down. Come back to a natural breath. Good again. So inhaling halfway for the next round. And begin. and slowing it down. As we come into this last round, see if you can find a little bit more speed. So inhaling to begin and go. And slowing it down. So gently dropping your chin towards your chest. And softly open your eyes and come forwards onto all fours. So moving into your cat-cow, and here you can introduce your Ujjayi breath if you want to. Inhaling to extend and exhaling to round. And then circling the hip. So see if you can get this movement working from the hips right the way up to the shoulders. Good. And change the direction of your circles. And then coming back to a neutral position, bringing the feet and the knees to touch. Sit back to your heels and then extend your arms forwards. So we're keeping the sitting bones pushing down towards the heels, pushing the hands forward so we find a nice stretch through the side body. Breathe into that stretch and breathe into the back of the rib cage. Really stretching the intercostal muscles in between the ribs as you breathe. Good. On your next exhale, walk your hands over to the right side of the mat. So finding a good stretch down the left side, gently pressing into the right hand and pushing the left sitting bone back onto the left heel. On the inhale, walking the hands back to the center and exhaling over to the left side. And inhaling, come back to the center, so bringing the hands shoulder distance, and then come up onto all fours. Take the feet and the knees hip distance, tuck your toes under, and stretch back into your downward dog. So really focusing on the length through the spine as you push yourself back through the hands. And then slowly starting to straighten the legs, maybe pedaling the feet. And allowing the head to hang. So Tina, really try and curl the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Get more length, yes, more length through the spine. And then walking to the top of the mat, and coming into Uttanasana. Just allowing the head to hang. Take hold of opposite elbows and do a gentle sway from side to side. Good. And change the cross of the arms. Good. And then coming back to the center, release the hands down. And just holding it here for a couple of breaths with each exhale, allowing a little bit more release. And then lifting into your flat back as you inhale, bring the hands to the backs of the hips and press into your feet, coming up to standing. Bring your arms down by your side into Tadasana. Good. On your inhale, floating your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, forward fold to Uttanasana. Inhaling, lifting to your flat back. Exhaling, step back, Chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, step forwards, coming into your flat back. Exhaling, fold down, Uttanasana. Inhaling, rise up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, bring the hands to Namaskar. And inhale, floating your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling, lift to your flat back, so lengthen through the spine. Exhaling, step back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, step forwards, coming into your flat back. Exhale, folding down, Uttanasana. Inhaling, rise up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, bring the hands to Namaskar. Again, inhale, floating your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your flat back. Exhaling, step back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, step forwards, coming into your flat back. Exhale, folding down, Uttanasana. Inhaling, rise up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, bring the hands to Namaskar. Just taking your arms down by your side. Come into Tadasana and come back to your breath. Good, so with the feet hip distance. On your inhale, sit back to Utkatasana. Exhaling, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling, lift to your flat back. Exhaling, step back, Chaturanga on knees, chest and chin. Inhaling, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, step the right foot forwards, Virabhadrasana 1 or high lunge. Exhaling, lowering the hands down, step back, Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, step the left foot forwards, Virabhadrasana 1 or high lunge. Exhaling, lowering the hands down, step back, Chaturanga on knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling to Ardha Mukha Svanasana and hold it here. Good. Observing the quality of your breath as you hold. On your inhale, step forwards, coming into your flat back. Exhaling, fold down, Uttanasana. Bend your knees. On your inhale, sweep your arms up to Utkatasana. Exhaling, come to standing, hands in Namaskar. Inhaling, sit back to Utkatasana. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, lift to your flat back. Exhaling, step back, Chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhale to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Exhale to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, step the right foot forwards, coming into your high lunge. And as you exhale, open out to the right, coming into Virabhadrasana 2. Good. So working on that external rotation of the right thigh, softening around the shoulders and the neck. Feel that broadening across the collarbones as you reach from fingertip to fingertip, gaze over the middle right finger. Good. See if you can bend the front knee and come down a little bit lower. Good. Taking a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, lowering your hands down, step back, Chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, push back to your downward dog. Inhaling, step the left foot forwards, coming into your high lunge. Exhaling, opening out to the left side, Virabhadrasana 2. Good. So checking the alignment of the feet. Front heel in line with the middle arch of the back foot. And bend that front knee. See if you can come a little bit lower. Again, really opening out through the front of the chest. Reach from fingertip to fingertip. Good. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhaling, lowering the hands down. Step back, Chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, and hold it here. Good. On your inhale, step forwards, coming into your flat back. Exhaling, folding down, Uttanasana. Bend your knees on your inhale, sweep your arms up to Utkatasana. Exhale, come to standing, hands in Namaskar. Good. Inhaling, sit down to Utkatasana. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, lift to your flat back. Exhaling, step back, Chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, step the right foot forwards, this time coming straight into your warrior 2. So hold it here. Good. Soften this front leg. See if you can get a little bit lower. Good. And then pressing down into the feet, straighten the right leg. And turn the toes to face inwards, so you're facing the long edge of the mat. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. As you inhale, lifting and lengthening up through the side body. And on your exhale, fold forwards. So coming into a flat back, release the hands down to the mat underneath the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in here. Find more length, really tilting the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, walk the hands back between your legs. Good. Keep working on that tilt of the pelvis. So really curling the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Last couple of breaths, see if you can find a little bit more release. Then walk your hands forwards underneath the shoulders. Bring the hands to the hips, coming into your flat back, so nice and strong. Press into the feet and come up to standing. Take your arms out to the side, shoulder height, so turning the right toes out to 90 degrees. Bend that front knee, come back into your warrior two. Taking a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, lowering the hands down, step back, chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Good. Inhaling, step the left foot forward, so coming out into your warrior two. Good. Again, hold it here and see if you can come down a little bit lower. So if it starts to burn through this front thigh, see if you can soften into that. Good. Then pressing into your feet, straighten the front leg. Turn the toes to face the long edge of the mat. Good. So this time, interlacing your fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders back as you inhale, extending the arms away. And on your exhale, fold forwards. Bring your arms up over your head if they reach. You can either have the palms of the hands clasped together or apart, depending on how the shoulders are feeling. Okay, then pressing down into the feet. As you inhale, come back up to standing. Take the arms out to the side, shoulder height. On the exhale, turning the left toes out, bend the knee, come back into your warrior two. Taking a nice deep breath in here, lengthening up through the crown of the head. On your exhale, lowering your hands down, step back, chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling to Ardha Mukha Svanasana, and hold it here. Releasing any tension from around the neck. Pushing the mat away through the hands. Good. On your inhale, step forwards, coming into your flat back. Exhaling, fold down, Uttanasana. Bend your knees on your inhale, sweep your arms up to Utkatasana. Exhaling, come to standing, hands in Namaskar. Good. So bringing the feet together here. Have a little gap between the heels. Good. On your inhale, sit down to Utkatasana. Exhaling, bring the hands to Namaskar and twist over to the right side, hooking the left elbow over the right knee. Gently pressing the hands together. If you want to, you can turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathing into your twist. Good. Inhaling, come back to the center, extend the arms up, Utkatasana. Exhaling, twisting over to the left side. So make sure those knees stay next to each other. And breathing into your twist. Good. Inhaling, come back to the center, extend the arms up, Utkatasana. Exhaling, forward fold. Good. Inhaling, lift to your flat back and lengthen. Exhaling, step back, chaturanga. Inhaling to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. On the inhale, step the right foot forwards, opening out Virabhadrasana 2. Good, so straightening the front leg. Turn the toes to face forwards. Good, again, bringing the hands to the hips. On your inhale, lift and lengthen through the front body. Push down through the feet as you exhale and forward fold. Come into a flat back. So this time we're going to take yogi grip on the big toes. So the 2 forefingers wrapped around the big toes. Pressing down, tread down into your fingers, and as you inhale, look forwards, lengthen. On the exhale, pulling the body down, so drawing down, head down towards the mat. Pulling on your toes. So the elbows opening out to the side. Notice here if the weight's moved into the heels, see if you can bring it forwards. So there's a nice bind between the toes and the hand. Good, and then on your inhale, lift to your flat back, release the bind. Bring the hands onto the hips, press into the feet and come up to standing. Good, so turning the right toes to face out, coming down into your warrior 2. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhaling, lowering your hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhaling, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Good. Inhaling, step the left foot forwards, open out into your warrior 2. So straightening the front leg. Turn the toes to face forwards onto the long edge of the mat. As bringing the hands to the hips. Inhaling, lengthen and lift through the front body. Exhale, folding forwards into your flat back. Good. So bringing the left hand to the center of the mat underneath the chest. Take the right arm out to the side, shoulder height. Good. As you inhale, twist open to the right side. Keep pushing into that right foot. So we're really grounding through the right foot and not allowing the hips to swing out. Reaching up, if you can take your gaze towards that right hand, then do. And breathe into your twist. One last deep breath in. Exhaling, lowering the right hand down to the center of the mat. And on the inhale, open the left arm up towards the ceiling. So ground through your feet, hug into the midline, hug the inner thighs together. Good. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhaling, lowering that left hand down to the mat. As you inhale, bring the hands to the hips, come up to standing. And on the exhale, turn the left toes out and come down into your warrior 2. Taking a nice deep breath in here. Exhaling, lower the hands down, step back, chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale to Ardha Mukha Svanasana and hold. Good. On your inhale, step forwards. You're coming into your flat back. Exhaling, fold down, Uttanasana. Bend your knees on your inhale, sweep your arms up to Utkatasana. Exhaling, come to standing, hands in Namaskar. So bring your arms down by your side. Come into Tadasana and close the eyes or take the gaze low. So finding this strong mountain pose as we connect down through the feet. Spread your toes nice and wide. Find that lift through the inner arches as we activate through Pada Bandha. Connecting to your midline. Feeling that line of energy drawing straight up from the feet, right the way up through the crown of the head. Good. Now on your inhale, taking your arms up, interlace your fingers above your head, and then turn the palms up to face the ceiling. So as you root down through the feet, pushing the palms of the hands away, take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, bending over to the right side. Keep pushing the palms of the hands away, lengthening through that right side of the waist, stretching through the left side. Inhaling, come up to the center. Exhaling, take it over to the left side. So pushing out through the palms of the hands, keeping this left side of the waist long. So you want space between the hips and the rib cage. Good. Inhaling, come back up to the center. And on the exhale, release your arms down by your side into Tadasana. Good. So again, connecting down through your feet as we come into these balancing postures. So we're rooting down through the feet, transferring the weight onto the left foot, and we're going to lift the right knee out in front. Find your balance here. And then take hold of the right foot. So again, yogi grip, the 2 forefingers around the big toe. As you inhale, take the left arm up and lengthen and lift out of that standing leg. On the exhale, kick the right foot forwards and hold it here. So draw that right leg back in towards the right hip and lift up through the crown of the head and through the left hand. Good. Now holding that leg still, release the right arm, keep that leg lifted. Good. Flex the toes back. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, lower down, coming into Tadasana. So taking a couple of breaths here. Good. So swapping onto the other side. Transferring the weight to the right foot. Lifting the left knee in front. Good. So taking that yogi grip on the left toe, so the arm comes onto the inside. Inhaling, take the right arm up, lift out of the standing leg. And as you exhale, extend the leg out in front of you. So pull that that left thigh back in towards the left hip and lift through the crown of the head. Find more length. Good. Activate the left leg, flex the toes back, release the hand and take the arms up. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower down, come into Tadasana. Come back to your breath. Good. So from here, we're going to be coming into Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana C. That was A. So we're going to be adding a twist into this. So it's the same leg action, but we're going to twist with the upper body. So transferring the weight onto the left foot, then lifting the right leg. This time we're going to take hold of the right foot, so you can hold the outside edge of the foot with the left hand. So swap hands, Tina. Yeah. Good. Take the right arm out to the side. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, extend the right leg out in front of you. Doesn't matter if it doesn't fully straighten. You can hold the knee if you can't get the leg straight. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, twist around to the right. So you can turn your gaze over towards that right hand if it feels okay. Play around with this. Lift up out of that standing leg. And as you inhale, come back to face forwards. Take both arms up towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, lower the leg, lower the arms down. Come back to your breath. So that can be quite a tricky posture to do. You can always do it just holding the knee and working into the twist if you want to. Let's come on to the other side. So transferring the weight to the right foot and lifting the left leg. So here, taking the hand to the outside edge of the left foot. So we cross over in front of the ankle. Take the left arm out to the side, shoulder height. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, straightening the left leg out in front. As you inhale, stand up tall. Exhaling, twist around to the left. And breathing into this. Nice strong standing leg. Good. Releasing the foot as you inhale, come back to face forwards, take the arms up. And exhaling, lowering your hands down by your side. Come back to your breath. Come into Tadasana. Good. So coming to the top of the mat. Take the feet slightly wider than hip distance. Good. So making sure the feet stay parallel. Inhaling, floating your arms up. And as you exhale, forward fold. So taking the yogi grip on the feet again, interlacing the 2 forefingers around the big toes. As you inhale, lift to your flat back, look forwards. On the exhale, pull down on your toes, draw the elbows out to the side, forehead coming down towards the floor. And hold. Again, notice if the weight's moved into the heels, see if you can shift it forward slightly into the toes. Good. And then inhaling, release the bind, come into your flat back. Exhaling, step back, chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Good. So here you can step or jump the feet forwards to come to sitting on the mat with the legs out in front. Good. So sitting up nice and tall in Dandasana. Good. And bending the right knee. So bringing the right foot flat to the mat so the toes are roughly alongside the knee, or the left knee. We're going to take the right arm and reach the right arm along the inside of the right knee. Then turn the palm to face outwards and reach around, taking the left hand behind you, and see if you can take the bind. Sit up nice and tall. And then twist around to the left side, taking the gaze over the left shoulder. Good. So finding that deep breath. See if you can take that left shoulder back a little bit, both of you. Good. Lynn, lift up through the crown of the head. Yeah. So Tina, more left shoulder. Yes. Good. And then releasing the bind. As you inhale, come back to face forwards. So we're now going to open the right knee out to the side. So allowing that leg to fall to the floor. and take a twist. So we bring the sternum to face the right knee. If you need to shuffle the hips a little bit, you can do. Bring your left hand onto the inside of the left leg with the palm facing inwards. So pressing the back of the hand into that left leg to encourage this twist of the upper body. On your inhale, take the right arm up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, reaching that right arm across towards the left foot. So we want to keep that right arm alongside the right ear. The right side of the body facing up towards the ceiling. So it might mean we don't get to the foot, and that's fine. Just finding a nice stretch. You can turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Good. Flexing the toes back on that left foot. Keep active through the left leg, pushing the top of the thigh down towards the mat. Good. And then on your inhale, come back up to sitting. So straightening the right leg down the mat, come back into Dandasana. Then bending the left knee. The sole of the foot to the mat. Take the left arm along the inside of the left knee. Turn the palm to face outwards. And then reach around with the right arm and see if you can take hold of the bind on this side. Sitting up nice and tall as you inhale. And on the exhale, twisting around to the right. So sit up nice and tall. Draw that right shoulder back. Turning the gaze over the right shoulder if it feels okay for your neck. Keep the right leg active, so flex the foot back. Good. Breathing into this. So if you can sit up just a little bit taller, push down into the sitting bones. Use that bind to help you lengthen up. And then releasing the bind, come back to face forwards. So letting the right knee fall out to the side, so the sole of the foot against the inside of the right thigh. And then twisting to face the left knee. Good. Placing the right hand onto the inside of the right leg. As you inhale, taking the left arm up. And on the exhale, reaching that left arm over towards the right foot. Good. So we're keeping this left side of the waist up towards the ceiling. Good. And turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathe into this. Again, we're opening up through the intercostal muscles, finding that nice side stretch, finding more space for the rib cage to expand as we breathe. Good. See if you can reach just a little bit further. Nice. And inhaling, slowly coming back up. Good. So extending the legs out in front of you on the mat, coming into Dandasana. Shuffle the feet to the top of the mat. Good. And then bringing your arms out in front. So here with control, tummy button back towards the spine as we slowly roll ourselves down onto the mat. So from here, if you want to come into shoulder stand, you can. Otherwise, if it's in your practice, otherwise coming into waterfall. So taking the feet up, taking the arms up, and just allowing your limbs to become heavy as they sink back into the shoulder and hip sockets. Good. Close your eyes. So really feeling that support of the earth underneath you. The length of the spine along the mat, the back of the head, back of the shoulders, the upper back and the hips. The arms heavy, the legs heavy. And then bending your knees, bring your feet flat to the mat. Good. So crossing the right ankle over the left knee. Take your arms out to the side, shoulder height with the palms up. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower that right foot over to the floor. So you can hold it here in the twist, or if you want to come into a deeper twist, you can use the left hand to gently draw that right knee down and come into a slightly deeper twist. You can turn your gaze over towards the opposite hand. So towards the right hand. And using your exhalation to soften and release. And then on your inhale, come back up to the center. So changing the cross of the legs, crossing the left ankle onto the right knee. So take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower the left foot flat to the floor. If you want to come into that deeper twist, placing the right hand onto the left knee and gently drawing it down. And turning the gaze towards the left hand. And then on your inhale, slowly coming back up to the center. Uncross the legs and hug both knees in towards your chest. Good. So tucking up into a tight little ball. Good. And then roll over onto one side and come up to sitting. So we're going to find a comfortable seated position to finish the class in 5 minutes of meditation. So sitting rooted through the sitting bones, spine nice and long. And taking your drishti, your internal gaze, to your third eye. See if you can just observe the thoughts as they float past. If you find that you get engaged with one and your mind wanders off, as soon as you recognize that, come back to the breath. Just start to observe the breath as it moves in and out through the nose. So all of the practices that we've done today have been to help to support the immune system at this time of change, this season change. The Kapalabhati pranayama helping to tone the respiratory system, and also the alternate nostril breathing we didn't do today, but that's really good for helping to clear the sinuses and keep the nasal passage and everything healthy. So pranayama is a really good practice. The asana practice to help shift energy around the body, keep it healthy, keep it moving. And meditation helps to support the immune system by reducing stress. So they're all really important practices to keep up, especially during this transition period of seasons. And we're going to bring our hands in front of our heart center into prayer. As we finish the class, chanting 3 Oms together. So taking a nice deep breath in. Fully exhale. And inhale for Om. Om. And gently bowing your head. Namaste.